let's go. Let's move over to my Donnies then. Showtime United. Obviously, the United boys bottled it for today, but we'll get them another time. So
real fear. They know
normal level, man.
We know why, man. Back-to-back home else, but let's start with the Caribbean Cup, man. With a lot of their shooters not local and the fringe players getting a call up, it still looked like the same old. But personally, I watched the game. I felt like they did play well, but West Ham were just lucky, I guess, with the win. West Ham were also without a number of key players as well, but still held firm at the end. With the chance of winning the Carabao Cup now in the gutter, is there still a realistic chance for United to win a trophy this season, Strides?
For me personally, no. I mean, you'd say maybe the FA Cup. Is there any chance? They're not going to win the league. I think they're off for that. And the Champions League's a long shot. They're
off winning the league, you think?
Yeah, I'm not ruling them out completely. I just personally would back Chelsea or Liverpool to win the league. And in terms of the Champions League, again, I just don't think they're there yet. So FA Cup realistically now, which again is a trophy. So let me ask
you a question. So is the FA Cup and ending 4th, 3rd, or 2nd in the league out of the Champions League, no Caribbean Cup, is that a successful season for United?
I'd say yes. The reason being is because to win the Premier League is very difficult. Yeah, let's not lie. City, Chelsea, Liverpool are the teams to beat. Yeah, and the Champions League again, opening up to PSG, it's difficult. Yeah. However, obviously, like they may look at it like that. I don't think a lot of United fans want Ole in to begin with, but to finish in the top 4 and win a trophy would be progression. I don't think Ole's the right man for the job. I think they should get someone else in if they really want to compete for the league and for the European trophies. But I think where they're at right now, they take a trophy in the top 4 finish.
Mad. Tosin, because you're one of them, I guess, neutrals or outsiders that think that United will win the league. So what do you make of Calvin's comments?
I'm shocked to hear that, to be honest, man. I mean, in my opinion, I feel as if it's win or bust for Man United this season, if I'm honest. Like, you look at, and I keep talking about it, but the trajectory that they've been on since last season, the fact that they've gone 30 away games, I believe, or 29 away games without defeat. And then you add the greatest player of all time, you add Champions League Varane. I mean, how can you not be kind of challenging for the league? How can 4th and a cup be considered a good season? Man, that's a good season right now for a team like West Ham, who've had a great start to the season, in my opinion. So for me, it's league title or Champions League or bust, man, for sure.
I think the reason people are saying top 4 and the trophies because Ole needs to break his duck, basically.
Yeah, and not only that, like let's not forget the other teams that are in the Premier League, man. There's some top sides in there. Liverpool are back fully strengthened. Yeah, City are City. We know about them already, and Chelsea are like arguably the favourites. So I think to say they should definitely be competing. Yeah, and I think when I say finish 4th, I mean if it's like a 10 to 15 point deficit, that's not on. But if they're there or thereabouts competing and they finish 2-3 points shy of winning the league, but they nick a trophy, I don't think United fans will be too despondent by that, personally. But I do take Toe's points. At the end of the day, like they've signed Varane, they've got CR7, who obviously is the GOAT, and
80 milli. Don't forget 80 milli.
And yeah, and obviously Sanch. So I think with these players and the additions, like they should be up there, but I think, like Munya said, the fact they've not won anything under Ole so far, they take it as progress.
Yeah. I think I'm siding more with Tosin here, simply because of the players that they have. They
yeah, I hear that.
It's not even an agenda thing, man. It's more like, bro, Tosin thinks that they should win the league. I think they won't because of their managers, but I think they should. They should do a lot more. And I think a Champions League or a league would be a successful season for them. Nothing less, basically. But agenda in it, if I say it. Tabs. They then obviously had their Premier League game at home to Aston Villa, and even that ended up in a loss. All their shooters on deck, yet unable to put at least 0.1 goals past Martinez. I don't know if you watched the game, but what did you make of the result overall?
To be fair, I was pretty... I didn't catch the game, by the way. I just saw literally Bruno's miss. However, kind of surprised by United not at least scoring, as you said. I thought they would at least score and, nick it 3-2 or something like that, seeing as how Aston Villa played last week as well. So I thought it would be a close game, but I thought United would nick it. So I was surprised to hear that toast go, I don't know. How did he play? How did he play in general?
Dead.
I actually caught the game. And,
wait. Why are you focusing on him though?
No.
Bro, it's a question, bro.
You're doing it a bit much, innit?
It was a question.
All right, Monya, answer. Monya, answer.
My man didn't even watch the game. It's not even about what. Is it now CR7 Football Club? What the hell?
No.
Bro, he's asking. It's a genuine question, bro.
What the hell?
What did he do? Monya, answer the coup. And be honest.
Really and truly, Villa should have wrapped up the game by half time. I caught the game and they had so many chances to score. I think it could have been at least 3-0 at half time. United didn't really create that many chances into the second half. And obviously, we've got the biggest talking point, and that's the penalty. People ask, why is Ronaldo not taking it? Yeah, man.
It was decided beforehand by Ole.
Do you know what's funny as well? We talk about it after all those Ole's press conference crying about United don't get penalties no more because of Jurgen Klopp's comments. They get a penalty and then look what happens. It's symbolic, man. But United was just poor. And I'm not just trying to at them, but I think they know they were poor. Villa, rode their luck. Their goal was
They were good. They were good value, man. Let's be honest. Yeah. They were definitely good value. Your boy Matty Cash, though, Monya. Last couple of games, he's doing a lot.
And he's obviously now thinking about moving nationalities. His mum is actually Polish, so he might end up representing Poland if he doesn't get that England call up, which we've discussed in the past. But I think we said that there's a few people ahead of the line, so it might be the right move for him.
Mad.
By the way, I don't know, man. I feel like you might have been a bit harsh on United. Like, I think I only watched Match of the Day, but I thought they had a lot of chances yesterday. And on another day, they could have been 2-3 up at half time. Honestly, I know Villa had their chances.
Greenwood,
man. They had chances. And to be honest, on another day, they could have been up at half time and it would have been a different game.
But Calvin, you see, for me, overall, United this season, like Toast mentioned earlier, we're meant to kick on and these little performances, nip it in the bud and just win the games. Actually, if we look at the last 3 games, or 4 rather, they lost Young Boys, then they scraped it against West Ham, and then lost the next one to West Ham, and then yesterday lost to Villa. They've been flat. They've really been deceiving, man. They've not been that great, and everyone thought they would be do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I can understand that. I can understand that.
It looks like it's the same situation as,
previous seasons.
Yeah. Even though they've got all these new additions, it still seems like, they could be short in 2, 3 departments. I don't know.
You know what? Maybe it's because I'm a Spurs fan and I'm just not seeing any shots whatsoever. So seeing other teams actually create chances is exciting me more than it should. Yeah, maybe it's that, man. I don't know.
It gets like that.
Toast. So obviously United's next 2 games are Villarreal at home in the Champions League, and then Everton at home on Saturday. How do you fancy their chances in these 2 games?
I expect United to bounce back, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those ones where we're still in September, so if people are making decisions about what Man United are going to be at this stage, I think it's kind of crazy. And I mean, obviously, it works both ways. Man United could crumble, and I mean, I could have egg on my face sort of thing. But like I said, I have a lot of confidence in this Man United team, and I feel like they're going to go the distance in quite a few competitions this season. And so I can see them obviously bouncing back, beating Villarreal pretty comfortably in the Champions League. Hopefully, CR7's on pens because that Bruno. And then Everton, I mean, again, they started really well under Benitez. Obviously, a nice win again this weekend. But I mean, Everton at home, I can't see United.
Yeah, United has always beat them there, man.
At home. And in fairness to Villa, man, I want to give Villa credit really quickly just because they lost to Chelsea 3-0. But if anyone actually watched that game, it wasn't really a 3-0 sort of victory. And they've had a bit of an up and down season. But I knew that was going to be a tricky game for United. So Yeah, well done to Villa. Like, well deserved win, man.